Well, we're finally back up to the bus. This is Beatrix, as she is. And today is roof raise day. So I'm going to get her uncovered, and then I will do a quick tour of what we have going on and some of the things that we have done in the intervening couple of weeks. And then we're gonna start the roof raise. It's gonna be an adventure. So normally I try very hard not to take the whole tarp off because it's kind of a pain to get on and off. However, we're going to be cutting up through the roof today, and that was going to absolutely destroy that tarp if we left it there. So this time it had to come all the way off. It is now out of our way on the driver's side of the bus in a big pile, but hopefully we don't have to get down in there too much. Let's talk about what we've been up to. I'm going to come up on the bus, which finally has some light again. Let's see. One of the things that I did, let me switch this around, is I made up these lifting brackets, which other people have seen. My version, or other people have done, my version of them are 1/8 by 3 steel boxing to the hat channel, above and below 2 nuts that are on 3/4 inch 3/4 inch rod. We will put our cut right through here and be able to separate. I don't expect that that's going to be the primary lifter for this. That's going to steady, that's going to tune us in, and it's going to keep anything from falling down. Our main lift is going to actually come from these things, which are braces that we have put in. They go down to, let me show you. They go down to floor jacks, scissor jacks, that we will use to do the actual lifting. We may need to give them a little bit of a start, but we're going to try it like this. And then that 2x6 is going to carry most of the load up to 3 points on the ceiling. It's directly on the rib here, and then it's bolted to the rib on either side. There will be some flexing, but it shouldn't be crazy, and it should help hold the roof more or less in its proper orientation. So that, we're going to do 2 of those. Those are our primary motivators, let's call them. Those are the primary lifting apparatus. And we will use the 4 lifting jacks that we built. They're all essentially the same, they're just mounted at different heights. We will use the 4 of those to actually, to steady the bus. We also, in the last couple of weeks, made these replacement ribs. Now the replacement rib, and this is the one that I showed you I'd welded up before, and this right here is the rosette weld that I talked about. There's one on this side on the back, and that just holds a sleeved piece of steel inside of this. So it's not just this weld, which should theoretically be strong. It's actually this weld plus a whole other piece of steel that goes out a few inches on either side. Those ribs, we have one in the front and one in the back, are going to be used to stiffen the ceiling after we cut it loose from the existing rib. To that end, these ribs are not actually in place yet, although boy are they wedged in, because we need to be able to get to that roof to cut it. It'll probably be floppy during the lift, and then I'm going to try to go in and weld from here to here after we get it, tuned in right, to stiffen that front edge so that we don't mess up the ceiling anymore, or the roof any more than we have to. Our order of operations, I think, is going to be to start off by cutting the roof, so that we can put a little bit of up tension on all of this stuff before we start cutting the the actual ribs. That way, I want to cut the ribs with a bandsaw, and when we cut the ribs, I don't want them to clamp back down. I want them to be prone to separate, not crunch down. And actually, probably the very first thing I need to do is mark the cut line on the outside of the ribs so that we can keep it nice and square. I don't know. Max, what do you have to say?
Subscribe to Dada.
Max is the only one who's actually good at marketing this channel. Okay, so this is the plunge. This is when we can't turn back anymore. I'm gonna just move this rib. That is quite in there. So we have decided to go up at rib 5. This is where rib 5 is. I don't 100% know how this whole process is gonna go, but I guess it's time to start. We're gonna go from that side, actually. Easier to push into the cut. I think it's time for a new one. It's okay. They're a war apart. We'll go get another one, another blade. Sorry, honey. No, you're not Mark. Dirt. Need the wrench too.
Oh, that's tight. There it is. We're gonna run through a lot of those things.
I mean, we're almost through a whole cut with one.
Oh yeah, because we're using something different for the.
Yep.
Okay.
Here we go.
What's up, bud?
Do you see my progress of my sculpture?
I will in a minute. I'm filming for Daddy.
Yeah.
Well, here we go. I don't really know what I'm doing with this one. We might have to take this off. Yeah. Oh, I'm actually thinking I have to take this off now. This might have to come off too, because otherwise I'm going to cut it. So. I was wrong. We need to take this one off too, dear.
Okay.
Got most of the first one done. Gonna do most of this back one, and then I'll come back and do this bit right here. Sure, if you want to. It does require a heat gun or a blowtorch to get the glue off.
See if you can beat my record of 2 minutes.
my not at all competitive wife. Okey-dokey. We'll figure this all out later.
That one wasn't on tight.
The whole spindle in the middle broke out. So that isn't good.
No, this is sparky, honey.
Okay, I get another one. This is going to be problematic. All the way through up there. Darn. Little wobbly here, I'm back. But it's okay. We'll fix it.
Nope, Daddy's just switching.
Cut off wheels.
Broke.
Or that one's just too small for me to do. I need to reach when I need to reach. I need to grab my glasses again because I'd like to still be able to see at the end of this. I'm okay. Really.
And this is
Then-
the reason we need to raise the roof.
Then don't walk into that because it hurts. All right. All right, Max.
I do. It's sparks and loud noise.
Yeah, this is really loud. So. All right. So is that rolling? Okay. So I do need to. This is a really bad cut. I'll have to clean all of this up later. And I didn't get all the way through. There's a V-channel that runs along the top of the bus here that stiffens the roof. I haven't cut all the way through that here or probably there either. I'm gonna hope this is tall enough to reach. This is long enough to reach now. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to go on the roof of the bus that I just cut. Got through it that time. You okay there? All right. Don't know if I'm gonna reach it on this one anymore. There's a saying that involves an intern and a dull beaver that describes this cut. I don't remember the actual saying. You'll have to subscribe to a different channel for that. I guess I'm just gonna go for it because I don't know what to do about this head. Did that look cool? Came on the inside?
What was that?
Did that actually look cool?
And I could see it come through.
Yeah. We are absolutely eating cutoff wheels in this process. Fortunately, my dad had an extra 10-pack. But holy moly!
What are we using to cut the other parts?
We're going to use the bandsaw to cut the ribs because it'll give us a nice cleaner cut. And I think, haven't tried it yet, that we can have a technique that'll get a relatively straight cut across, which will make life easier later. But the bandsaw won't reach this. They'll work it out. They're boys.
They're playing. It's fun. Those screens are fun screens.
If you say so. Not sure Max agrees. But it's okay. They'll figure it out. Here we go. Yep. Well, threw in one place. Just hope the whole back of the bus doesn't fall off when we do this one.
Dad, you're going into the ravine with it.
Shit, this crate was free. If that happens, I'll want to go through the ravine with it. Apparently took the knife out. There we go.
Oh, you're so strong, dear.
Yes, I broke that zip tie. All right, so. Don't know if I'm quite enough on this, but let's find out. Might still have to straight blade. Yeah. What could possibly go wrong, dear? Wait, what's that?
Just remember that my sister is getting married in 6 days. Keep that in mind here as you're dangling out windows.
Hi, Leanne. Not quite enough. Super close. Disturbing how fast you can get at that. This might be the most destructive thing I have ever done to a vehicle.
Deliberately?
Yeah.
Can I say something?
Sure.
So you know, I wanted to be a YouTuber for my dream job. It happened. My channel's for Tiger, but I really want you to subscribe to him.
We'll get Max set up on his channel soon.